Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Walter and today I'm going to be taking you through what is in my camera backpack 2021. There's been some changes made since 2020 and we're going to be going through it today. So I thought we'd start off with the most important piece of the kit, the actual camera. Now I upgraded from my Canon 7D 3-4 weeks ago to the Canon 90D. I've been talking about this a lot and I've been doing some live streams on Instagram where I've been talking about it a bit. You can go follow my Instagram down in the link below if you want to. So this is my Canon 90D. It shoots 4K uncropped, slow motion, 1080p. Then it also does, also has 32 megapixels. Also shoots 10 frames a second through the viewfinder and 11 in live view. So I think that's really impressive. It's also got a lovely autofocus tracking, which really helps because I've never had autofocus tracking in the DSLR before, and it's like a serious game changer for me. So not only this, I have my Tamron 150 to 600 mm G2 lens. This thing's a beast. I've talked about it before. It can deal with pretty much all the elements can throw at it. It's been completely sodden through and it just does the job perfectly. Autofocus is absolutely nailed on. I've only had one problem ever with the autofocus when it starts making a squealing noise, but after I left it for a minute and it fixes itself out. Definitely something if you're interested in getting into photography, something to look at, getting one of these big lenses, especially for wildlife photography and sports photography. These ones are fantastic. Okay, moving on to my tripod. This is the Manfrotto Guru Pro. It's an excellent tripod. It's quite lightweight. However, this tripod head came with it and I'm looking to upgrade to a more solid fluid head, because at the moment this one's can be a little bit jittery, if you understand what I mean. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm ready to move on to something a bit better now. But also the tripod, it's got a few things that I would love to improve. I'd love to get a Jitso tripod, but unfortunately they're hundreds of pounds. But the reason why I like the Jitso ones is because with the with this one you have to unscrew it, and you have to push it back and then unscrew it up again. But with the Jitso, it's just a simple twist movement, which it's a lot more easy than having to go like that, which is a little bit harder. Okay, I'm moving on to this now. This is my Tour Guard trail camera. I've had this for about a year now, and it's honestly, it's incredible. I've captured so much stuff with it. I've captured foxes, muntjac, badgers, all sorts of stuff, pigeons walking about the woodland. It's fantastic. It really is to get an understanding of the biodiversity in your area, and I'd highly recommend anyone who's looking at getting into wildlife photography or any type of photography or nature at all to get one of these, because it really does help you understand what is about your area. And yeah, it's a fantastic little thing, very simple to use, and has a lot of settings, photo mode at 20 megapixels, and the batteries last forever. They really do. I mean, this thing's been running on the same set of batteries for 9 months, and pretty much like it's only gone down one bar, and I've been using it pretty much all the time. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side now, and we're going to be talking about this. This is my f-stop Tilopa. I have upgraded this since my little old low pro bag, which I had, which wasn't even for photography. I had to modify it completely. It's actually meant to carry telescopes, but this is a photography bag, and as you can see I've made some modifications with it. I've attached this little roll mat, so it means that if I want to camp out the night I can. It allows me to. It's a Napier London. It's actually a hunting mat, but it's fine for what I need it to do. And basically I've just got it strapped on with all these elastic band straps, which allow you to pretty much change the whole outside of the bag. You could attach other compartments to it or do whatever you want. And then here in the front compartment I normally store maps of the area I'm going to be exploring, so I get an understanding of the paths and stuff, so I don't have to use my phone and show up my mobile data. But I don't know if I have anything in there at the moment because I'm not currently exploring much due to COVID. Okay, moving on to the pouches at the front. So here I normally just store gloves and hats and spare biscuits and sometimes my phone, but I normally carry my phone closer to my back where I can know it's safe. Now let me just take you through what this camera backpack really is. It's just a camera body. You have to buy the actual internal camera compartment or unit, which is called an ICU, which I've done. I've bought the large Pro, which looks something like that. It's a bit of a mess at the moment because I've got most of my gear filming me or out, but I'll put up a few pictures of what it looks like when it's full, and yeah, you can really see how much it can hold. The internal camera units ICUs cost around £110. I bought this one for £110 off f-stop, but it's really worth it, I find, and it holds your gear nicely. It also provides a really good layer of protection against the elements because it's got all of these zips are weather sealed, and they're really sturdy, and it holds everything I really want it to. It's got 2 tripod holders, so you can carry your lighting tripod or 2 tripods for 2 different scenarios, like a travel tripod and a main tripod. Now, moving on to the bigger top compartment. This is where I store either my spare clothes or the drone or my monitor, which I'm using so I can see myself now. So this is my little tarp. I think it's 8 feet by 10, and this is also for when I want to stay out the night. And it allows me to do so because, well, obviously I don't get covered in rain. Okay, moving on to the stuff inside my camera bag. Now, not much has changed really, except from I've got a chocolate wrapper in here which I'll pop in my pocket, but I'm still using my old setup, so I've got like spare batteries and wipes and cloths in here, and I've got my SD cards and camera batteries in here for that one. And then I've got a new lens. This is a Canon 28 to 90mm, and I'm going to be using this for my Badger documentary, but I am looking to upgrade to an L lens, maybe a 17 to 40. The 16 to 35mm are way too expensive and out of my price range, but I reckon I could maybe stretch to getting a 17 to 40mm. And I've also had a bit of experience with those lenses as well, so that helps. Now that's pretty much it for my camera bag and what I carry inside. Obviously I've got all this kit and that stuff to put in there, so it does really bolster up, but I also carry some other stuff which you guys may not know about. I carry my monitor with me whenever I'm out, so when I need to make my documentary, which I've been planning to do for ages, and I'm starting to work on it now, which has been badgers, so yeah, I'm going to be doing that in the future. And I'm also planning on making a little one about roe deer as well. So I've been gathering around for footage of all the deer I know around this area, across all the land I'm allowed to go on, so that's what I've been doing recently. And that's why I bought this monitor. It's a Voltrox 4K monitor, and it really does get the job done well. It attaches onto my camera, no worries, but it also accommodates all sorts of stuff. For instance, you can see all the levels of your audio and peaking and histograms, so that I find is an absolute winner. I've also got the Rode Mic Pro R, which is the step down from the Pro Plus, I think, and that captures audio nicely, and this is what I'm using right now. And as you can hear, you can probably hear all the birdsong using this mic. It's a directional shotgun microphone, and it's able to capture sounds from, I find, quite far away. I was using it to record the audio of an owl when I was in the hide last, and it just quite simply amazing, really, what it can do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also have got a Joby Gorillapod, which I'm using to record. I use that to record all of my stuff, and I use my Sony Handycam ACHAVD. I can't really remember what it's called. A Covid. Anyway, I don't know, but it's a good camera, and I've been using it since my third video, I think. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what I use. I don't take all the stuff I showed in my 2020 video. That's kind of the stuff I take when I'm like traveling, and obviously I'm not going to go out and tell you about all the batteries and SD cards I use, but I'm just going to tell you about the gear I use. So yeah, just another quick run through so you get it. So Tour Guide trail camera, Manfrotto Guru tripod, Canon 90D, Tamron 150 to 600 G2 lens, then batteries, Canon 28 to 90 millimeter, Voltrox monitor, Joby Gorillapod, Rode microphone Pro R, and the Sony Handycam. So yeah, that's what I've been using for quite a while now, but this is a new addition to the setup, and so is this. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are here, so I can show all my gear to you. Now it's actually just started to rain, so I reckon I'm gonna have to wrap up the video here, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. So I'm gonna end it here. Remember to please like and subscribe, and yeah, as always, till next time.
Oh,